Now, we've talked about a lot of big things tonight, okay? A lot of big issues have come up. But let's talk about the biggest issue that I'm sure is on all your minds right now. What the fuck happened to Weezer? Let's get into that. What the fuck happened to the greatest rock band in the world? What happened to them? They were my band in high school, man. They defined who I was. And look, we've all been disappointed by bands in our childhood that have disappointed us. The classic example is the Rolling Stones, right? The Rolling Stones were one of the greatest rock bands in the world, and now to see the Rolling Stones live is like seeing the Bodies exhibit to music, right? It's a different kind of thing. It's less about the music, more about the technology that keeps them erect, right? It's different now. Now, my band was Weezer, right? I loved Weezer, and I'm an old school Weezer fan. I'm talking about the Blue Album and Pinkerton only, right? I'm a first wave Weezer fan, and I was obsessed with that band. Remember, this was the early days of the internet, right? We're talking like 14.4/28.8 internet connections, right? Right, we're talking about a time period when you wanted to download a 4 megabyte file that was like a weekend, right? Right, and I would hear about a rare Weezer song that they released that they made in their kitchen in 1992 called "Let's Sew Our Pants Together," and I would have to download that, so I would prevent my parents from picking up the phone all weekend, just to find out that I had actually downloaded a mislabeled Fountains of Wayne song. Right now, that was high school for Hari Kondabolu, right? That was high school. And I was obsessed with that band, right? And I forgave them for 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. I don't even know how many shitty records in a row. I forgave them because they were my childhood. And I went to a Weezer concert a couple of years ago, and I was excited to be there. I was excited to hear all the hits. And I get there, and the usher comes up to me, and the usher says, "Sir, the parent section's upstairs." The parent section. Nah, I came to rock. You take me to the pit. Now, it should be noted that a mosh pit at a Weezer concert is very different than other mosh pits, right? A mosh pit at a Weezer concert is basically nerds bumping into each other and apologizing, right? It's a different phenomenon, right? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ruin Only in Dreams for you. Yeah. Yes, I lost my virginity to that song as well. Which is a lie. They're both virgins, right? So I go down to the pit. I'm excited to be there when I realize everyone's staring at me. Everyone's staring at me. Why? Because they're all 14 years old. Somehow Weezer's demographic has not changed in 15 years. They're all like 14 to 18. And they were all staring at me as if I was the creepy old dude. I was the creepy old dude at a Weezer concert at 28. They were all looking at me as if I was gonna say, "Hey, you kids ever grind to Weezer?" The creepy old dude at a Weezer concert at 28. And then I realized I wasn't the creepy old dude in that situation. Weezer are the creepy old dudes in this situation. They're 40-year-old men who make music that somehow teenagers can relate to. Isn't that a bit strange? Oh, life is hard and girls don't like me and high school's weird. Of course it's weird. You're 40. What are you talking about? Wouldn't it be strange if I walked out on stage and all my jokes relate to high school students? Wouldn't that be a little weird if I walked out here and I was like, "Homeroom? What's the deal with homeroom?" If we're at school, shouldn't it be not homeroom? Yeah, I'm relating. Don't you all love that video game that's popular in the era that you're in? Yeah, you know that video game that's popular in the era that you're in. Yeah, I'm relating, yeah. Don't you hate when you have an amazing show and you can't wait to hang out with that 14-year-old girl you're in love with after the show, and she's all like, "Ew, aren't you my dad's friend?" And that's Weezer. Now, let's be honest about this, right? End of that joke, kind of disappointing, right? Not really that strong, right? Like, and it's interesting because the beginning of the joke was pretty great. It had two really big laughs up front, and then it kind of plateaued, really living off the early part of the joke, and then it ended really disappointing, and You might be thinking, hurry Kondabolu, why would you write a joke like that? I'll tell you why. I want to know if I could write a joke that echoed the trajectory of Weezer's career. I'm Hurry Kondabolu, thank you.